Everyone's. So, I wanted to come out here right quick. Look at this. Y'all see this pepper won't go to sleep. Look at all them flowers. Just soon as I think it's gonna stop, it do that. I'm trying to show y'all that pepper right there. I'm gonna let it do what it do, people, and I'm gonna make this be my quick little segment. Y'all quit trying to force stuff to do stuff. If the weather ain't right, that plant ain't gonna do what you want it to do. This ain't like your kids where you can beat them into submission. As I drink my tea, I'm gonna let this sit in on y'all. Like I said, sometimes just let nature do what it's gonna do. As far as overwintering this pepper, yes, I'm gonna overwinter this pepper. I have no idea what kind of winter we're gonna have. Last year, we didn't have much of a winter at all. I think we had like one day of frost or whatever, or maybe two, and it wasn't like, that sustained of a frost. So we may have the same thing this year. However, if frost come, just know it will kill all the leaves off. All the stuff that's soft and green and whatever, it'll kill that. But what it's not gonna do is it's not gonna kill the roots. Now, if you live in an area where you get substantial snow, the ground freezes, and all that kind of stuff, I hear stuff over there. It sounds like people in the trees. Now, I know these squirrels. It's like the squirrels moving furniture. Anyway, but yeah, just let nature do what it's gonna do, y'all. You don't have to worry about forcing it and I'm gonna prune it back. It's just gonna grow back. You know what I'm saying? It's just gonna grow back if it's not cold enough. So there's no need of you trying to force your peppers into submission and trying to make them go to sleep and all this kind of stuff. No, it's just not gonna work if it's not cold enough. So y'all just leave them alone. Let them get peppers on them as long as they will. It's not gonna hurt the plant. You get more peppers. It is what it is. See how this one? And I don't know if these are hatch or poblano or what, but they still got bloom. Y'all see that bloom there? They still got blooms. They still doing their thing. They were overwinter just fine. Put my tea glass down. Now I'm gonna go get on what I really wanted to get on this morning. It's about 10 o'clock here this morning. I come out here a little later now because I'll be trying to let it warm up just a touch, let the sun come up a little. So I'm gonna come back down through here and check my stuff. This is where I usually have squirrels digging like crazy. So, these peppers, they still looking all right. I had something going on with this. It's causing the leaves to curl. But the other ones ain't doing it. So I don't know why that one's doing it. Whatever, I'm not worried about it. I planted all this little stuff. I've been had some digging back here and this stuff. And I think this is either frogs or squirrels. It's one of the two. And they just, your little seedlings don't even get established good, and they're digging for whatever they're digging for. Probably acorns. I gotta watch because when I walk through here, the spiders or whatever. But yeah, y'all can see all of my lentils still looking good. Those are pinto beans or something like that. I forget what kind of beans those were. These over here haven't germinated yet. Y'all can see all the little white dots on the ground. They haven't germinated yet. That's because we didn't get enough, but not a lot of rain yet. I might start watering them myself to speed them up as far as germination. But yeah, that's that. So yesterday I had a long day. Ooh, what's missing? What's missing, y'all? My burn pile. So yesterday, it still smells smoky. Yesterday, I made a ton of biochar. So y'all can't really tell it all that good, but all this on this outside is biochar. Let me put my foot, and it's pretty deep too. So all of that, well, it's charcoal. That's what it is. It's not biochar yet. It's charcoal, but y'all see all that? That's how you know it's finished. See, it's burned all the way through. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't really crush it down much more than that. All the rest of the wood over here, I'll let burn down to ashes. So I should have a nice ash pile. This is actually still warm, which is pretty cool. I'm gonna kick that in the middle. These pieces might finish. When you got warmth like that, sometimes it'll go ahead and catch and finish, because some of this stuff that's probably actually still on fire. I'm almost positive that one is. So yeah, I kind of want some of the rest of this stuff to finish, but y'all see all these ashes. I'm going to use all that in the garden. So I'm gonna scoop all that up and put it in a bucket for show. Look at here, this is still smoking. That's still smoking. So yeah, there's my hot spot. How hot is that? I'm gonna burn myself. But yeah, this will probably catch back if I let it. Y'all see it smoking now? Yeah. So, if y'all are unsure about how to make biochar or how to make charcoal and turn it into biochar, please feel free to watch my video. I'll put the card in and show y'all how to do it. I already did a video on that. That's why I tell people all the time. I know it's time consuming and it's hard to know what to watch, but go back and watch people old stuff, because a lot of times they have already covered everything you want to know. But at this point, most people is just regurgitating the content. Look at them nuts. They both was in the woodshed. What was y'all doing in the woodshed? Ah. They're so silly. You can't do nothing with them. All right, let me stack this up like I know what I'm doing. Y'all forgive me. I'm trying to get that fire back going. If I can. Sure it will. Probably will start. Yeah. Now, I don't know if y'all can see that that's smoking. Yeah, you can see it. So I'm gonna let the last little bit of that burn down to ash, but y'all can just see. And all these other little pieces of wood that was out here, but y'all can just see how much ash I got. What? But yeah, that if y'all remember how big my pile was, the pile was huge. It was absolutely huge. So I got all those ashes to put around my fruit trees. And let me mention this for those that don't know. Ashes. If you do barbecue or whatever, don't throw them ashes away as a gardener. As a gardener, you're going to learn real quick, don't throw nothing away. Good gardeners never throw anything away. We reuse everything. It don't matter what it is. We reuse it because we already know what's up. All that stuff can be reused for something. Don't matter what it is. Okay, it's getting warm. But yeah, don't ever throw that stuff away. Take your ashes, put them around your fruit trees, put them in your, if you got containers, now, keep in mind, ashes are alkaline. So you don't want to put too many, but they do got a lot of minerals in them. And your fruit trees makes your fruit taste better. Like for instance, instead of buying azomite, you could pretty much just use ashes and it'll work fine. For those of y'all that don't know what the charcoal does in the garden, you take the charcoal, you turn it into biochar, and once you inoculate it and turn it into biochar, then you put that in your soil, and it helps to it helps your soil to hold the nutrients a whole lot better. All of this stuff where they talk about crop rotation and all of this, those are actually modern ways that white people came up with because they didn't know what they was doing, quite frankly. If you look at indigenous people all over the world, they knew that if they dug pits, burned wood in them, put soil back on top of it and planted on top of it, the soil never lost its fertility. And you could garden on it years and years and years, grow the same stuff, never rotate, and you never had to worry about anything. That's because they knew that charcoal actually gave a place for soil biodiversity to live. It gave a place for nutrients. The charcoal actually acts like a sponge. So think of a sponge that has a bunch of different holes in it. So it gives spaces for good bacteria, mycelium, all that kind of stuff to grow in your soil. And it also, the charcoal acts like a sponge in that it absorbs water, it absorbs nutrients, leaches those out into your soil over time. So therefore, if you keep your soils healthy, you don't have to worry about rotation as much. For instance, you'll notice that I often grow tomatoes and things like that in the same spots every year. I never have an issue with soil diseases. I never have an issue with nutrients. Y'all know me, I don't hardly fertilize at all, and I want to throw this out there. My goal for next year, no bought fertilizers at all. I'm going to make all my fertilizers. I have a little bit of store-bought fertilizer left. I'm going to use the last of that because, like I said, not throwing it away, not going to waste it. But not buying any fertilizers next year or going forward. My whole goal is to make this garden completely sustainable. There's no need to buy fertilizer. People want to advocate for you to give all your money to, what's the company that make fish emulsion? They want to advocate for you to give all your money to them, and they not doing anything for you. I mean, let's just be real. You already growing stuff, so why not grow your fertilizer? You know what I'm saying? Why not grow your comfrey? There's your fertilizer right there. Watch this. Any of these yellow leaves, let me show you. Over time, y'all know kale does this. Leaves turn yellow. Okay, that's your fertilizer right there. When you rip all these, any of these brown leaves and stuff that y'all be ripping off your plants, you're pruning and all this kind of stuff, that's your fertilizer right there. You feel what I'm saying? There's no need, like for instance, these okra leaves, they look terrible. Let's just take them on off. There's your fertilizer right there. So why are we buying fertilizer again? Why are we making companies rich when there's no need to? Don't give all your money away. Don't make your garden, don't make your harvest cost you all this money. All this stuff where these people have to do all this extra stuff. They doing all this stuff either because they have nothing better to do, or they think that the way that they've seen it done on YouTube is the more supreme way to do it, or the way normal way to do it. It's commercial farmers that made this big business to be buying all this fertilizer. If you're not a commercial grower, and let's be honest, commercial growers grow trash every day. They grow trash every day. So why would you mimic somebody that's growing trash? So you have to think about that. All these yellow leaves, all this, you're going to pull all these sweet potatoes, right? When you get ready to harvest them. That's your fertilizer right there. That's your fertilizer right there. And your compost. Eat as many of them sweet potato greens as you're going to eat. That's your fertilizer. You see what I'm saying? We have no business as gardeners giving all our money away. Now, this if you want to be a sustainable gardener. If you don't want to be a sustainable gardener, fine, give all your money away. That's you. But I won't be. And I'm not going to sign myself up for that either. See that? Throw that in there. Fertilizer. It's just that simple. Remember when I showed y'all the mimosa trees? What in the world? Oh, that's a ladybug. Okay, I'm going to transfer you over to something. Come here. Ladybug, it's a baby too. Okay, get up. Okay, you fell, but you'll be all right. But all these mimosa, throw that in there. Mimosas are nitrogen fixers. They grow so fast, they create so much biomass, and people want to steadily tell you how invasive they are. Yeah, they are invasive. But why don't you take something invasive and make it work for you? Look at all this I'm getting. And they're nitrogen fixers. They fix nitrogen in the soil so they make your soil more healthy. Therefore, plant under mimosas if you got a big one. And watch how good your stuff do, and you never have to fertilize it. So once again, sustainability. Because you see all these people, ow, thorns. Not on the mimosa, there's another vine there. But you see all these people, they just want to focus on the negative or something. Let's not focus on the negative of the mimosa. Let's focus on what it can do for us, how it can benefit us. Not only that, when I throw that in there, that's feeding my tadpoles. Tadpoles actually eat any of this leaf matter. That's another part of my sustainability. I got a lot of frogs out here to eat a lot of bugs. And I've sat up and watched the frog just destroy bugs. So let's work on sustainability, y'all. Let's work on goals for next growing season, which I'm gonna grow all year round, but y'all know me. I gotta be thinking for next year. I got things I want to change and get in place over the winter months while it's cooler, because all the heavy lifting I don't like to do in the middle of the summer. It's just too hot. I see my pigeon peas looking good. Dan sent me them pigeon pea seeds, y'all. Looking amazing. The bananas still looking good. This is the biggest one. I don't know if y'all can see it, but I got a pup right there. But I got a little bitty pup down there. So I got two pups. Y'all excuse me while my grunting. I worked out. My legs feel horrible. They hurt bad. So, anyway, yeah. Everything's still looking good. I'm actually very surprised at this banana. It has slowed down some since it's cooled off, but still very pretty. Turmeric's still very pretty. I'm gonna pull it, but there's no need of me pulling it now. Y'all done it. This here is finna get laid out. I cleaned out my shed. I got a bunch of this packing paper. I'm gonna lay it out. Everything I got that's free that I can lay out and try to smother out a lot of stuff. Y'all can see I've been laying more cardboard down. So yeah, that looks a fool right now, but when the leaves and stuff fall on it, you won't even be able to see that. So, but my objective is smother out the foolishness, because I got too much different stuff. I got some poke salad that look pretty good. Y'all see that plant right there? That's poke salad. That sucker popped back up. That's a lot of mimosa down in there. I'm gonna get all that and put around the base of my bananas like I showed y'all. But yeah, so y'all do that. Make your charcoal so that you can make healthy living soils that don't need to be fertilized as heavy. And when you do fertilize them, you can make your own fertilizers. Y'all think about sustainability, and I'm gonna let that be my time. Oh, let me back up a little bit. Notice anything different? Yeah, your girl been painting. That looks so much better, y'all. The window still got to be done. Y'all don't look at the window part. They got to be reglazed and refinished, but that's gonna get done. But look at that trim, baby. Your girl been painting. Now don't worry, that up there is not painted. Work in progress. I got 45 projects going on at once, so I had to split my time between so much stuff. But yeah, that's my garden, y'all, and that's my tip of the day for y'all. I still got pomegranate cuttings over here. I had some stuff go on with that, and I don't know if I want to talk about it or not, but it's enough to piss me off. But anyway, show y'all the comfort of my different cuttings. Those are the mulberries I did in that video. I did some onions yesterday. Pricked out some onions I grew from seed. Red burgundy onions. They are leaning over. They should stand back up. But I got some more onion seedlings I got to pick out. Man, these onions from seed, man. Oh my God, they're kind of tough, but yeah, it is what it is. But till next time, guys. See you later.